Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought today we would talk about something not very controversial, something that is actually good at uniting people, especially if you're English. And that's an important point that I'll get to later. But yeah, it's something that we can all get behind. There should be no one in the comments that is really upset by this. There should be everyone getting behind this thing. And it's about the RSPCA, guys. It's about halal slaughter. We'll talk about that in a sec. But before we do, if you do like the channel, please subscribe to it. I am trying to grow this, and every time I don't do this, it just no one subscribes. But when I do this, people do subscribe. So unfortunately, guys, in the future, I'm going to have to keep doing this to help the channel grow, and that's just the way it is. Sorry about that. I wish it would happen organically. And if you have been unsubscribed, I've had a few more messages in my Discord recently about this happening again. Just check down below, make sure you're still subscribed, and put that little bell icon so you get notified. Because again, I've had people mention that they don't get notified about a video until like a week later, which is mental. Not very nice, YouTube, is it? Anyway, let's get back to the video. So like I said, a non-controversial issue. It's about the prevention of harm and cruelty to animals, which I think every single Englishman can get behind. And, you know, you often talk about what does it mean to be English? Well, I think a really good starting point is that we hate cruelty to animals. We are animal lovers. It's bred into our national psyche. We love dogs, we love cats, we love taking care of things. You don't see on the streets of the UK animals that are just walking around emaciated, forgotten, abused. You just don't see that in this country. And it is rare, by the way, guys, because I've traveled around the world, and in almost every other country, that is exactly what you see. You know, even in Southeast Asia, where they still like animals, they still like dogs especially, but there's a lot of street dogs. There's a lot of dogs that are not taken care of. There's a lot of dogs that you see starving in the streets, and it breaks your heart, but you can't take care of all of them. And that's something really special about England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. We take care of the animals, we look after them. And I think that really indicates who we are as a people. I think that's the reason that these third world migrants have been able to come into the country and infiltrate our politics, infiltrate our social systems and break them down, scavenge off them, like we're seeing in Minneapolis right now. Was it Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota, right? You know, the Somalians have come in, and it's a systemic attack on the welfare and the altruism of people in America. And we've also seen that around Europe and a little bit in the UK as well. So we are different. We do think differently. We are a different people, and we expect different things of each other. And I think that's what it means to be English. Being English is being the very best of humanity. The very best people. It's pretty much it. The most caring, altruistic, forgiving, warm, and welcoming people. That's not to say that allows us, therefore, to be taken advantage of. So getting back to Rupert Law, who's one of the first politicians, that really got behind this, and he tweeted back in June, there must be some administrative error on the Parliament website. It's not showing any Green MPs signing for my motion on banning stun halal slaughter. Now, you'd think the Greens, you know, all about the environment, all about taking care of people and all this stuff, that they could be trusted to take care of animals. But you know, the Greens, you can't really trust them on who's a man or not. I mean, look at Zach Polanski.
Zach Polanski has transformed the Green Party. Since being elected leader...
That's not the run of a man, is it? That is a weird, balky run if I've ever saw one. Like, that is a Joe Biden broken knees, spastic run if I've ever saw one. Anyway, getting back to the point. Can we trust MPs? Well, some of them, yeah. You know, Rupert Law, like I said, he was on this in June. He's back on it now after the RSPCA has formally come out and said that they want to ban halal, which is amazing. And they also want to ban kosher, which we'll get to in a sec. So, good to see the RSPCA are getting more vocal on halal slaughter. I've reached out for a meeting to discuss how we can work together. There you go, guys. Proactive MP actually gives a shit. Doesn't just sit there and go, we've won! We've won, everyone! All right, the RSPCA want to ban it now. I'm going to wash my hands of it and just forget about it. No, he's still trying to get it over the line. This is a battle we can win. We can get meat properly labelled, and then we can get non-stun slaughter fully banned. I'm all down for that. I can't see anyone at all that could possibly have a problem with this unless they're not English. Let's have a look at Johnny Gold. See what he says on it.
The only problem I have with Rupert is that he keeps on banging on about ritual slaughter, about halal and kosher. And though on a, pragmatic level, they might be perceived to be similar, when it comes to the Jewish community, it will mean the eventual departure of the Jewish people because...
Oh, well, never mind. Fuck off then. You see, remember the Andrew Gold interview where he had with Steve Laws, and then he had an interview with Carl Benjamin, and he was saying, well, Carl asked him, is it okay for the English to be ruled in England by the English?
Love, you could clear this now. Would it be better if England was governed by English people or non-English people?
English people or non-English people?
And he was like, oh, what is English though? What is it? Well, this is the English. We don't want animals to be slaughtered in a cruel manner. And the people that separate themselves immediately from that are people that, well, apparently they're not English. The Jewish man has a problem with kosher slaughter. The Muslim has a problem with halal slaughter.
Throughout Jewish people's history, the minute a country becomes hostile to the food preparation of its community, it's time's up, and the Jews then leave to go to the next country, or indeed in modern times to go to Israel. You've got to get him off that one, Ben, because it is pretty tasteless stuff.
You know what's tasteless? Having an animal slaughtered in a painful manner just so you can live up to your traditions. You know, if you integrated into our society, you wouldn't have this problem. But the fact that you haven't, you claim to have, but really you're threatening to leave if we don't submit ourselves to your demands. That doesn't sound like someone that's integrated into English society. That sounds like a very different person. Someone I don't particularly want in my country, if I'm being honest. I don't want to be dictated to. I don't want animals to suffer needlessly because of the way you want to eat them. Nah. Bad answer, by the way, from Ben Habib.
We've got to find a way. There are a lot of... many people are getting increasingly polarized because the government and the political leadership of this country is not delivering what the people want.
All right. Well, he went on and didn't really say much about that. He didn't say much about Rupert Law, and he didn't say much about the needless slaughter of the animals or the painful slaughter. What he should have said is, well, you know what? This is England. And we didn't want halal slaughter. We didn't want kosher slaughter. And now it's got to the point where it's being pushed everywhere, in the supermarkets, in the schools, literally everywhere. You can't even go in a supermarket now and not buy meat that's been slaughtered using some fucking big eye woo-woo method, trying to please a mystical god in the sky. So it's not really that we're pushing this on you. It's just that you've pushed it on us and we're going, you know what? Fuck you. It's done. It's over. We're not being nice anymore. We're not being apathetic, empathetic. We're not allowing this. We're not going to welcome your intolerant practices in our country anymore. And if you're going to threaten to leave, well, don't let the door hit you on the way. Well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. You see, I've went on the website. You should go on the website as well. Go support the petition. It's rspca.org.uk, and then it's just do a Google search for the petition and you'll find it. I've already signed up myself. I think this is one of the really positive things that we can all get behind. And for those people that really have a problem with this, I would probably, consider you not English. And if you want to threaten to leave the country, then I'm not going to stop you. Bye-bye.